I just luck of the draw, Ryan. It came my way, and I think it primarily came my way because of Chris Weitz. He was the one that talked to me about Scoresby being classic, iconic, laconic American cowboy, and you're the guy to play the part. So that's how it came.
So when you read the books, did you recognize yourself in Lee's mannerisms?
I don't know if I recognized myself, but I recognized a character that I've often aspired to be, on film. I'm never gonna say that the West is over. The West has had it. I think it's a viable institution and it's a viable commodity on a worldwide level. And I also think that Hollywood has, for whatever reason, chosen to ignore that truth over the years. It's been a long time since some good westerns have been made that generated the kind of income that Hollywood recognizes that there must be a market out there for something, if people have gone to see it. But when you think about what it is that drives those characters and a lot of those classic stories, in terms of values and the morality and so forth, it's viable and it's real as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, exactly, and of course, The Golden Compass isn't exactly a terribly traditional movie in a sense. I mean, your big compadre Yorick is,
Right.
of course, and
Right.
nothing more than in the studio and polystyrene
Right.
and a bunch of speakers. So how was it for you working and developing such an intimate relationship?
Well, I thought about that. I thought about that on a lot of levels in preparation, or not. It's not like I went and thought and sat in a corner and prepared. I don't mean an actor prepares, that kind of Stanislavski stuff. But I thought about this in terms of, in my relationship with Yorick, more like my recollection of relationships between great leading men from the early days. Take the Wild Bunch. Take William Holden and Ernest Borgnine in the Wild Bunch, talking about going to battle the next day. Talk about Redford and Newman in any scene, any given scene in Butch Cassidy. Talk about whoever you want to talk about, John Wayne and those guys, Ben Johnson, Slim Pickens. I've had occasion to meet and work with a lot of those guys during my career. So that was kind of where I went. That was the well I went to draw from in trying to make this relationship with me and a stuffed bear or a mark on a wall that was going to turn into a stuffed bear at some point down the line real.